I'm actually just finishing up some of my cheese on my little cheese plate. It's not pretty, and it wasn't when it started, so look at, I'm like a little rat. Anyways, we're just gonna do a ramble while I finish my snack up. But before we get started, you know the deal. Gotta take care of the channel. Channels are Neopets. So if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back, OGs. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like. If you like, leave a comment. Give me anything related to the video. It could just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool, as long as it's respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I will link my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every $1, $2, $5 helps. That's what allows me to continue to make content. Also, you're invited to my Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you were invited. Link down below. I think I have over 50 videos over there already. And then emails for customs, collabs, all that stuff down below. Alright. What do we have to talk about today? I also have my kombucha over here, and kombucha makes me burp. So, I won't just burp in your face. I'll be like, okay, it's like drinking pop or Sprite. Organic kombucha. Berry Nirvana sparkling fermented tea with live probiotic cultures. There will be a little bit of background noise in this video because my teenager is getting ready for school. Alright, my nose already started running. Typical Nat, right? Okay. So, the first thing I want to talk about I put on my holiday sweater. I've had this sweater for 10 years and I got it used, so it's probably 20 years old. It's like a reindeer. I don't know if you can see it. So briefly, let's talk about the holidays. I want people to know that you can celebrate the holiday any way you want. If you're not feeling it, that's fine. If you're feeling it, but not that much, and you want to cut back on your festivities, that's fine. Our Thanksgiving was actually canceled because everybody's constantly sick. There's so much going around right now. My family is sick. My uncle was sick. Like, there was too many people sick. It was too risky. My grandma's in her 80s. So we had canceled Thanksgiving. And guess what? It was perfect. It was perfect. I don't know if you guys have a Capriati's. Because I don't know if Capriati's is like just Chicagoland. Or if it extends everywhere. I don't know. But Capriati's, year round. You can get this year round. Capriati's has a sandwich. It's like a Thanksgiving sandwich. It's called the Bobby. Turkey, stuffing, a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of mayo. Like, it's a turkey sandwich. A carved turkey sandwich, or like a shredded kind of turkey sandwich. And we get it every couple months anyways, but we were like, okay, Thanksgiving's canceled. I don't want to cook. I'm not a cook. I'll cook sides, but I'm not going to cook a turkey. I won't. And also, I've mentioned this before, I've never made real mashed potatoes. My mashed potatoes come from a box, and I'm cool with that. So we just got 3 big Capriati Bobbies and sliced them, and then it was just my family. It wasn't even my family, because it was basically just like us, my toddler, and then like one of our cousins stopped by. My teenager was at her other side of the family. My big kids went to their like husband, wife's sides of the family. And I don't care. I don't care. Unless you all live in like one town, do you know how hard it is for kids to try to make it to this mom and that mom or that girl? Like, no, you can do what you want to do. I will see you when you get back. people having these expectations of everybody to make it, it just seems so self-important to me. And I know sometimes people put a lot of work in. So it is important to let them know way ahead of time. Like, okay, you don't have to worry about me because I'm going here for the, for Thanksgiving. Like, okay, cool. Will you be around for Christmas? Okay, let's do Christmas here. Like, holiday pressure is insane. I can't get out of Christmas because I'm hosting it. And I'm not a good host. Like, I want people in my house for very long. I tap out at like an hour. An hour of socialization is when I'm like, people talking over each other, people asking questions that you weren't like even trying, like, it's just entertaining, like entertaining this many people at once, trying to make sure everybody is fed, watered, not bored. It's so hard. So I'd rather just go somewhere. But again, I tap out at 1 hour. So I'm going to go. I'm going to say my hellos. I'm going to take a few pictures. Ask, is there anything I can do to help? That's important. And then I'm going to dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I just can't do it. And I had to let go of worrying about people getting mad at me because I left early. First of all, to my knowledge, nobody has. But I can't care if they do. So like once I realized how much I was masking and how sick I would feel after, I get what's called a people flu, where I'm physically ill after I have to be around people for more than a few hours. Ill. Like, need to crawl into my bed and like turn on ASMR, and that's like how I meditate. I get a people flu. So I was like, I'm not putting myself in these positions anymore to where I feel sick for hours and hours after. I'm just going to do what I can, and those that can accept it, and those that can't can kiss my butt. And that's that. I do have the little added luxury. Sorry, the water's running up here. The added luxury of being an alcoholic. So I'm sure that when I started leaving places early, because when I used to drink, I could stay a lot longer. My tolerance for people was a lot, like my senses were dulled, which just perpetuated my alcoholism. But now they're not. So I have to take care of myself in that way. But I'm sure people are like, oh no, Nat probably left because everybody's starting to drink. And on one hand, that's kind of true because people get even louder when they drink, right? A little more belligerent, a little more obnoxious, right? So I'd rather avoid that anyways. But even at a sober function, about an hour, I gotta go. We've said what we needed to say. So yeah, if you're like that, you're an introvert, or you're just kind of going through a funk or an actual clinical depression, just take the pressure off. Take the pressure off yourself and stop. I would say, like, give people fair notice so they don't prepare extra for you. Or just say, like, you can let people, if you feel open to it, you can let people know, like, look, I've been kind of like not feeling like socializing, so I'm gonna come for an hour. And then let it go. Do what you can do and just dip. Just dip. Bring something, even if you weren't asked to. Bring something. It can be cheap, but bring something to share. And ask if there's anything you can do to help. If somebody's got a 5-minute task for you or something, do it. That's you doing your part. Everything else, free. What else? Different subject. moving along. Segue. Enter. Segue. All right. I realized, first of all, I'm starting to hate social media. It's such a big time waster. I'm fully aware that I have ADHD, so I cannot just sit there and stare at a wall the way that other people can. I have to be doing something, but social media ain't it. It ain't it. But I also realized that, like Facebook, there are people on my Facebook, and it's kind of a newer Facebook because remember, my old Facebook got totally hacked. But this happened over at my other one too. If I'm on Facebook, I'm not going to scroll past a picture that somebody I'm supposed to be kind of friends with posts. I'm going to like it. I'm just a liker. Like. So I realized though that there's people that have probably liked 20 to 50 of their things and have never got a like back from. And I'm like, hold up. Now, it might be that they just don't go on social media other than to post. But it also might be like, that's funny. It's funny. Because why are we mutual friends? Like, why are we on here together? And then I made this revelation, like, why are we friends at all? Why do we feel the need to keep in contact with people that we haven't interacted with in 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years or something, whatever, childhood? Why do we feel like we need to watch them on social media? Or they should be watching us on social media? What happened? It used to be like you'd see your friends at reunions and stuff, school reunions, or you'd actually reach out to them in a meaningful way. But the more I think about it, the weirder social media is. And I decided that I'm just going to start unfollowing people left and right. Like, if I feel like I've interacted with them on their photos, on their posts, I've laughed, I've hearted, I've cared, and they don't, I'm just going to unfollow. Like, if I see so like when I'm scrolling my feed now and I'm like, oh, her, or oh, him, like, that's one of them, and I'll just click and go to unfollow. Like, I would like to get rid of it altogether. Unfortunately, I can't, because to have a business page, you have to run it off your regular page. But there are also several friend requests on my new account of people that I already got rid of on my old account. Like, no, that was on purpose. Or that had friend requested me on my old Facebook, and I never accepted, and then their friend requested me on the new Facebook. I'm like, no, I also did not accept your friend request. I don't want to be friends with you. And when I say that, I'm talking about people that I don't feel like they're good people. Like, we might be kind of cool, but there's just things that they've done that just didn't match. Like, nah. So when I see them like friend request me, I'm like, no, that was on purpose. Did you think, like, I didn't lose you in the hack? I lost you before the hack. I lost you on purpose. Quit following me. Like, the people that you feel like they're just watching you for a reason, and it ain't a good reason. You probably got a few too. What else? Oh, should we talk about Julie? We'll talk about Julie real quick. So, I woke up yesterday morning, or the morning before. I always check my comments in the morning, my YouTube video comments. 99% awesome, and then every once in a while you get something weird. I'm still a small channel, but I'm sure the bigger channels get something weird every day. So Julie something I can't remember, comes on to the comments. She's like, no, what's my channel? 99% gum chewing. 75% gum chewing. It's up there. It's on the, if I do a gum chewing video, it's on the thumbnail. Gum chewing ASMR. Where else is it? In the title. In the title, Julie. In the thumbnail, Julie. She came on and felt the need to comment how rude it is to chew gum. How disgusting. How rude and disgusting and like no manners, blah, 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 chewing gum. It might be like in your face if you didn't want it. But you came over here, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. And even if you were like, you know, it came on after that, you don't know why it came on. You didn't just choose to like exit. Like, what am I watching? You look up to the thumbnail, or you look up to the title. Oh, like me, be like, oh, that's why this is on my screen. It's supposed to be that. Nah, you couldn't just exit. Like, oh, this isn't for me. I better go. No, you had to get all sanctimonious and talk about manners. But nobody found you on the street and threw you into a gum chewing force van. And I hope somebody's keeping an eye on your blood pressure. Because if this is how you conduct yourself, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. And I've heard other creators talk about it. ASMR Majestic. I was watching one of her old videos and she was talking about how sometimes she does like funny videos. And she knows that she's going to laugh. So at the beginning of the video and in the thumbnail, it'll say like laughs, not for sleep. And then in the, the beginning of the video, she'll be like, okay, this is going to get a little funny. This is not for relaxation purposes, blah, blah, blah. And she'll still get like, what the hell? What the hell? So I don't know what you do with that. It's probably the like 0.01%. So do you troll back? Do you got the time that day? Or do you just block? Technically you can't block. Like Julie could be watching this right now and I don't give a shit. You can just block her from commenting. I don't know. What would you guys do? But also I don't want my subscribers to have to see that crap. Like, obviously my subscribers are here for the gum chewing. Do they need to hear a lady crabbing about how much she hates gum chewing? It's not ideal to have to see that if you're in the comments, like looking at comments. So anyway, here's me chewing with my mouth open. So rude. I'm actually getting full off this, which is good. I didn't know if I would because my husband came in. My husband got off work and I was making this cheese plate for this video. And he didn't know. So he comes in, he's on medicine right now because like I said, we're all sick. And he's taking his medicine. He has to eat with this medicine and I just see him like pulling off the plate. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't going to say nothing because he just got off work. But that's why like half my cheese tray was gone and almost all my crackers were gone. We're cheeseheads. Not in the football sense. That would be an abomination because I'm from Chicago and I'm not a cheesehead. I don't even care about football. Let's be serious. All right. Shout out to the Bears. Anyways, if you watch this all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your